Hey everybody, Justin Popovich here from Tools for Motivation, and on another part of my screen, I can never remember if it's the left or the right, we have Milana Lishinsky. Hey, say hi.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Justin. Good
Thanks
to
for joining me. So you're probably at this video as a result of an invite or maybe on our Facebook page, but at the end of the day, I'm just super excited that you're watching this because you get a chance to meet somebody who is incredibly impressive. I've been kind of chatting with Milana for a few months now, and I was excited to get involved in this latest challenge that I'm going to have her talk all about today, starting next week, actually. So, all right, hopefully you're ready to go.
Yes, I'm ready to go. I'm excited. I love challenges. I think that they are such a great way to get people from point A to point B without, investing months or years of their lives. So,
Exactly. Yeah. That's amazing. And so we're going to be talking about that in just a second. But just to give you guys an idea here, Milana has been around for quite some time, a lot of experience in the business world. And in fact, if I'm not mistaken, you invented and created the concept of a telesummit, if that's correct.
yes, yes, I definitely was fortunate enough to be at the roots of the entire virtual summit world. At that time, there was no video, there was no social media, so I just called it telesummit. I felt
Yeah.
like it was a good word combination, and I don't know, most people don't know that, but the initial word telesummit used to spell with a hyphen in between, and then people just simplified it and started saying telesummit.
Telesummit.
So it's really cool.
And it all stemmed from you and your creative way of thinking, which is really cool. So a lot of people maybe on my list in my world may not have heard of you or met you. So maybe just give anybody that's new to you a bit of a background. I know you, like I said off the top, you've have a ton of experience. You've been around for a few decades now running your own business. Maybe just walk people through your experience, what you do, your programs, and so on. And we can dive into your challenge after that.
Yeah, definitely. Entrepreneurs argue about what it takes to be successful, and sometimes the word luck comes into play. And I really don't like that idea, but because it kind of dismisses my hard work and my skill set and the mastery that I've been really focused on. But I do believe that I had some luck in terms of timing, because when I started my business, it was 2000, at the root of the internet marketing, when everything was new. You were a pioneer no matter what you did. And it was just, I want to say it was easier to stand out. But at the same time, it was harder because there was no social media, there was no um, mass production of websites and visibility. All the things that we are enjoying today, they're both allowing us to have more visibility, and at the same time, there's more competition around us. So it's the timing definitely plays a role. And so I come from the Ukraine, and I used to be a classical musician. I don't think you ever stop being a musician, but I certainly have moved on professionally. And I was really lucky to have discovered the idea of internet marketing in 2000.
It's funny because I'm an early adopter of this stuff. I've been buying stuff online for years, but in 2000, people just were not used to pulling out their credit card and shopping online. Like it
No,
was so rare. So to be a marketer and an entrepreneur, you say, yeah, you were fortunate that you started when you did, but at the same time, you had a whole bunch of mountains to climb in terms of just getting that trust and getting people
yeah,
accustomed to
definitely.
even doing that. Now people just click a button and buy stuff, but it wasn't like that back then.
I will never forget, Justin, a question that I received probably in 2002, 2003, because I started out as a web designer. I was creating websites, I was writing ebooks, and somebody asked me, "Are you familiar with the internet?" And I remember thinking to myself, I am the internet because I create websites. I thought it was an interesting concept that, are you familiar with the internet? Right. That's not a question you'll get today, right?
Yeah, it's just a given. That's amazing, and really, that's not that long ago.
No, it's
That's
only
17 years ago.
17
So
years
yeah,
ago.
so
Yeah.
okay,
And,
so
and
you started out 20 years ago. Now, I don't. People may have read some posts or emails from me, but what's your core program that you currently focus on?
So currently, I'm focusing on teaching people how to create coaching programs. So I have created, designed, delivered, marketed, sold, made $7.5 million with over 100 coaching programs in the last
Wow.
12 years. And there has never been a platform to deliver coaching programs. There's a lot of course builders out there. There's a lot of membership site platforms out there. But when I started looking for my coaching programs, there was nothing available. So I created my own, and it's called Coaching Genie. CoachingGenie.com is the website where you can learn a little bit about it. But the bottom line is that there are a lot of moving pieces around coaching programs. And course builders and membership platforms, they don't allow you to deliver those pieces. And
Yes.
so it's one of those, it's interesting, Justin, it's one of those products or platforms that people don't know they need because they don't even think that it could exist. They're not aware of that need. It's when I show, when I do a demo and people look at it like, oh my God, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know anything like this existed. How cool, how much simpler it's going to be for me to actually deliver my coaching program. So one of the, it's not the best marketing advice, create a product that nobody wants, nobody knows they need. But if you can educate people about a need that they don't realize they have, it becomes a great solution that they really, really want. So thank
Yeah.
God for webinars, thank God for product launches, because that's how I've been able to explain and demonstrate and educate people about what is missing from their business, why
Yeah.
they can't really go out and create lucrative, effective, and easy to deliver coaching programs.
Well, and yeah, and the success of Coaching Genie speaks for itself. It clearly, you're filling a need here. And to me, what's the most fascinating about all this, and I love these kind of stories, is you created a platform that solved your own problem.
I know, right? For me.
And then you just said, here, who wants it? Which is, to me, any of the software that I've really embedded into my business or used over the years almost always comes from that. It wasn't like a marketer saying, how can I make money, and then build a piece of software to monetize this idea. It's the other way around. It's like, how do I build something that solves a problem and then see if anyone else wants it, which is exactly what you did, and is
Well,
exactly why you're having so much success with it.
I'm so glad that you brought that up because even with Telesummit is a virtual event.
Yeah.
I came up with the whole idea and the concept of Telesummit as a way to be able to stay home with my two little children so I don't have to travel to coaching conferences. And I said, I'm just going to do a Telesummit for coaches myself.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at that myself. And turns out that I was not the only one who didn't or couldn't or wouldn't travel. There were people from Europe, people who were moms or dads, and they couldn't travel. And they were feeling a huge FOMO, like they were really feeling like they were missing out from these big events. And so when I created Telesummit, people were so grateful. I will never forget at the end of the day one, after my first Telesummit in 2005, I was getting bravo, bravo, thank you, brilliant, amazing, bravo. All these emails from people who were thrilled to be part of an event that they didn't have to travel to. So again, I solved my own problem. Turned out other people had the same problem.
Yeah.
Didn't know there might be a solution available. And so, yeah, I mean, isn't that how you're supposed to create successful products?
Absolutely.
Solve your own problems.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I wanted to bring that up. And it's so cool to hear you tell that story. You and I have chatted offline several times now, and I'm always impressed. But that is, to me, one of the best pieces of advice is build something, solve a problem, create something that's genuinely useful to you, and then you'll likely find other people of a similar nature to you or a similar background that are also going to need it. And then you just simply find more and more people to fill that need for. It's not, business doesn't have to be overly complicated. It's just a matter of finding that niche, which I think is why it's a great segue to your coaching program. So many people that come to Tools for Motivation have that. They have something, whether it's a skill or a piece of expertise or some kind of knowledge and experience in their background that they want to share. They've been doing very well at it, maybe under the umbrella of a corporate job or some kind of background, but now they're branching out to their own business. They're creating their own, they're becoming authors, or they're creating their own membership sites, what have you. And they're using our PLR to get their businesses started. But then they're missing this piece of, I've got a ton of expertise. I'm not monetizing it to the best of my ability. Coaching is a huge way that many of the people I've spoken to that come to Tools for Motivation can actually build their business. But then they realize, okay, coaching's great. What the heck do I do next? And they get so overwhelmed, not just with the tech, but even just the structure of how do I do it? And some people lack the confidence to position their offers. Other people lack the structure to know what to do first, second, third, fourth. I saw your challenge come along, and I'm thinking, this is amazing because it's 5 days. And I'll let you dive into it, but it's literally 5 days to wrap your head around something that has stumped people for years.
Sure.
And you're again, like we've talked about other problems you've solved, you're solving this big problem for anybody that's aspiring to be a coach or a consultant, whatever, monetize that expertise, invest 5 days without spending any money. And you can actually have some structure now, which is why I was so excited about this. So maybe you want to dive into a little bit of what this challenge is all about.
So first of all, let me say that I'm not a professionally trained or certified coach. I know a lot of people have made that mistake in the past, thinking that I'm a coach, and that's why I'm creating coaching programs. And that is actually not true. I've been working with coaches. I've been training coaches on how to market, how to build their business, how to get clients. But what's cool about this is that you don't have to be a trained and a certified coach to deliver, to create coaching programs. A coaching program is simply a sort of a structured training with implementation support. That implementation support is also known as coaching, which can be delivered as you answer questions, you help people who take hot seats, where they bring their challenges and everybody else is watching, especially if you're doing it in a group format. So you don't need to be a professionally trained and certified coach to create a coaching program. The other thing I will say, and then I'll talk about the 5-day challenge, exactly what we'll be doing, is that a lot of people feel overwhelmed when they think about the idea of creating a coaching program, like, oh, a coaching program, it's going to take me a year to develop my own coaching program. Some people see it as having to develop a full curriculum. And I just want to say, none of it is true. Coaching programs are so simple to create. Coaching programs are a lot easier to create than courses. A lot of people are interested in building courses. Here's why coaching programs are easier. Because in courses, like in books, a book took me 2 years to write. In courses, all of the value comes from the content that you create. And by the way, just having access to your PLR content, Justin, is just an amazing opportunity to take what you already prepared for them and just add it to the coaching program. And I want to say, like, just add water, you just add coaching goals.
Yeah.
Like, that's really it, right? You just pick and choose the pieces of content that fit into what you want to teach people. But the point is that in courses, all of the value comes from your content. In coaching programs, the value comes from content, yes, but then it also comes from the coaching that you offer, whether it's through group coaching calls, one-on-one coaching calls, laser coaching calls. Maybe you have office hours. There are so many different ways to offer coaching. Plus the community, because people join programs because they want to be part of a group of like-minded people. So now the pressure is lifted off of you to provide all the value. The pressure is not on you creating all the content, but now you are getting members in your group to connect and provide each other with feedback, support, attention, valuable input. So that's why it's so much easier to create. And if you have access to ready-to-go content, there is really no reason why you couldn't deliver a coaching program quickly and easily. So day one of the challenge, of the 5-day challenge, we talk about the topic. And I give people 2 different methods for discovering their topic. I know, especially for coaches, figuring out their topic can be a big challenge.
Yeah.
And that all roads lead to what is your topic, right? Day 2, we talk about the content and how to quickly and easily create it. And again, if people are coming from you, Justin, and they are already enjoying membership with you and an opportunity to get that content from you, things are going to be moving much faster that way. Day 3, we'll talk about coaching and how to actually structure and deliver it. What happens on the coaching call? How often do you deliver it? So we're going to talk about the different formats. Again, very simple methods for delivering coaching. Day 4 is all about how to create a sense of community, again, because that's what people want when they join programs. Day 5 is about the delivery. That's when we're going to talk about how to price your coaching programs. I have a really awesome tool where you punch some numbers in and it tells you exactly how much you should be charging. So it's a really cool tool that people will have access to right during the challenge. And then we talk about the delivery and how to set up your program. Of course, I'm going to talk about Coaching Genie, the platform where you can build your program, and you're going to see exactly how you can plug in your content, how you can plug in your coaching schedule, and all of the things that Coaching Genie makes easier for you to deliver the program.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Super exciting. I love the structure of it. I like that it's broken into one day across, like one day per day for the whole week. And then people can focus on a specific need. So for example, I talked to tons of Tools Motivation customers. And one of the most common themes, believe it or not, is people know they have the ability to sell products and to sell coaching or create memberships or whatever it may be. But a lot of people actually lack the, just say self-confidence or self-esteem to really put themselves out there. But I think it really stems from, there's just this laundry list of things they're not aware of. They don't know how to do. They're unsure of how the program's going to look. So with this 5-day challenge, you're taking a lot of that, I don't know, that sense of, I don't know what I'm doing. And you're giving them structure, which gives more of a baseline for confidence. So if nothing else, if you're watching this and you're thinking about taking on this challenge, this will at least give you some structure so that you can focus on what matters most, which is being your biggest, most bold, confident self, so you can deliver coaching or your offers, however you want to structure them in a way that you're not worrying about all the other stuff behind the scenes. You can just kind of focus on what it is you do best.
Yeah, and I think that it's hard to build your own confidence as an expert, as a coach, until you begin working with people. So that's why I focus on the speed. Don't spend 8 months, creating a coaching program, or 2 years. It's just too long. Get it out there as fast as possible. So when I talk about content on day 2, you will see me talk about literally creating 10-minute modules. Based on the topic that you want to deliver, and delivering the rest of the value during the coaching calls. And I talk about something called, I'm kind of spilling the beans a little bit too much, but I do want to connect the dots here. We talk about the idea of the bridging question, the question that you have to come up with that bridges your content and coaching. And that creates a beautiful continuity between your content and coaching. That's how people start getting results. When people get results, guess what happens? You get your confidence, and they give you testimonials, and they stay in the program, they refer others, and they buy your next program. So it's all connected, but you need to start. If you don't have a program, you can't really get that feedback and get the confidence level.
Exactly. So this is your catalyst to start. Take the challenge, go through the 5 days. Maybe talk quickly, 1 minute about how does the Q&A stuff work? Because I know you're doing structure, and then you're doing some live stream Q&A, I believe.
Yes. So every morning, people are going to get at 9 a.m. Eastern time, New York time. Everybody's going to get a 5 to 10 minute video to watch. And then there's going to be a homework assignment. The homework assignment is going to be super simple. It's going to take you 5-10 minutes as well. So I would say, 20 minutes a day tops to do the challenge. If you also want to join me for the live stream, I do those every day at noon. And that's where I answer questions. I clarify the assignment. I give examples. So we further continue conversations around what works. And, I'll give some tips and golden nuggets around every topic, every daily topic. And then on Friday, we get together for a full hour masterclass where I'll be actually revealing the 5 best practices of creating highly effective and lucrative group coaching programs. As I mentioned before, I've been doing this for 20 years, delivered over 100 coaching programs, and these are really my best tips and tricks for making sure that your clients love you, that they get results, they buy from you over and over again. Some little things that I've picked up as I've been delivering these programs myself.
That's amazing. So excited. I can't wait to...
Do you want to join, Justin? I feel like you want to join.
I'm totally going to join. I'm going to go through this. It's awesome. Yeah, this has been great. I don't think we may have to do another one of these, but for now we'll just wrap this up because I want people to focus on getting signed up for the challenge. Get on those live Q&As. Like I can't stress that enough. We do it too. We host Q&A PLR sessions, and when people come on, we dive into some great topics. So really take advantage of that. And then I guess if anybody needs to get a hold of you, we'll have links either below this video or on some of the emails. So definitely don't be shy to reach out if you have any questions. Anything else to share before we sign off?
No, that sounds great. I'm excited. I love people who work with somebody like you, Justin, because they understand the value of content, the value of expertise. And I have a feeling it's going to be much easier for your people to actually come up with the topic than for the rest of the people in the challenge.
Well, we definitely have some good inspiration in our PLR stuff. So hopefully the blend of our two businesses will be a great starting point for people. This is great.
I'm excited. Hopefully we'll see you guys in the challenge.
Yep. Sign up now, guys. We'll see you in there. Bye.